Hey everybody, it's me Zach, this is Judy, and welcome back to our channel. So before I get started, I just want to give a heads up to anybody who's watching that may need this content warning that this video is going to heavily discuss some things related to substance abuse and substance use, and if that's something that is too much for you, I just want to let you know that now. Your discretion is advised. I trust you all to make choices that will help you in managing however you might feel regarding those subjects. Listen, this past weekend, I was just living my truth, enjoying this beautiful 70-something degree weather in Chicago. You know, Noel and I took some time to go spend some time outside, which has been particularly tough between having a pandemic and, just extremely cold weather in Chicago. It just felt nice to go out and about into the world. Obviously safely, obviously for the most part wearing masks and social distancing and all of those things. And I say for the most part wearing masks because there was one moment where I was socially distancing, eating some ice cream on a sidewalk in Chicago, and somebody drove past. Okay, picture it. I'm sitting there eating my delicious ice cream, and one of y'all drove past and said, "Hey, Zachary," and I was like, y'all, this is too much. This is the one time I've been in public and not had a mask on. But anyways, thank you for saying hi, whoever you were. Wow, at the same time that all of that was happening, I looked down at my phone and my Twitter was blowing up, my DMs were blowing up, my whoever, whatever was blowing up, asking me to react to a particular Chantal live stream that happened on Saturday. Now, also, just as a heads up, I've had to give this little reminder in the past, but as a heads up to folks for future videos you want me to react to, messaging me and saying exactly what happens in the video is not gonna elicit a genuine first-time real reaction from me, okay? You can't get a reaction from me when you say, "Oh, hey, Zach, Chantal did Coca-Cola math and met up with her friend Molly." Those things are not, at that point, what's to react to, right? So just moving forward, if you want me to react to something, please feel free to say, "Hey, this video, go react to it," but don't tell me the intimate details about what happens in it. Now, with all of that being said, for this specific live stream, after hearing about what happened in it and now having watched it myself, I really don't think a reaction is suited for this specific content or this specific topic. I certainly did feel some type of way when I first heard about it on Twitter and I saw what was happening. And I think even between that and now actually having watched the whole live stream, I think what I have to say about it is a bit different than what you would have gotten if I had just automatically initially given you my first gut response and reaction to it. And I certainly think there's a place for reacting to things, but in this situation, I would rather just have a more serious conversation with you all. When you get reactions from me, I give you some lighthearted jokes, we laugh, we haha, we hee, okay? We do all of those things, but for this topic, I don't know, for me personally, I think it's just a bit more serious and requires a bit more nuance in having a discussion about what really went down. So if you haven't seen this live stream, Chantal did delete it off of her main channel, so you can't go there and watch it anymore. Actually, she's gotten into the habit of deleting quite a few live streams now at this point because she also went live a few times after this live stream, and as far as I can see, they are also no longer on her channel. So, I think we're back into the era of Chantal deleting stuff, but there are channels out there, there are people out there who are saving the live streams. I found this particular deleted live stream from Thor, who I have gotten live streams from in the past. I'll link the direct link to this video on Thor's channel down below, but certainly feel free to go check it out there if you want. Now, as I've already alluded to, the largest thing to come from this whole live stream is that Chantal has used not only Coca-Cola, she's done some math, and she also spent some time with her friend Molly.
No, I did. Okay, so here's what I did. If you're gonna judge me, you're gonna judge me. And I'm not doing it ever again. Okay? Never. Let me blow my nose. That I will swear I will never do again. These things that made me really sick. And don't ever do them. This is a warning. That's why I'm sharing. I swear. Started off doing some lines. And I'll age restrict this after I get off. Then I asked him if he could get Molly. Like, I asked him, I'm like, can you get Molly? Because I wanted to try it. Because I heard that it makes you feel, you know? So he got some of that. He got, like, I think a gram or something. And, or was it 2 grams? I think he got a gram. Wrapped it in some tissue. And he said to swallow it because it tastes gross. So it was a little ball. And then I said, I want more, I want more. So stupid. So he gave me more. I didn't realize you could like OD on this shit, you know? So he gave me the rest of it. Like he took a little bit, but and then he said that somebody left a pipe at his house. It was like a glass tube with a circle. And there was like stuff in it I could see, like leftover shit. I don't know what it was. He said it was meth. And he said, this, if I ever see you ask me for it again, I will be so mad at you. I'll never let you do this again. You have to promise never to do it again. Blah, 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 blah. So I said, all right. And even as I was doing it, I was like, why would I do this? You know, like, oh my God. So he lit it up and I smoked it. Oh my God, it's the worst taste. It tastes like burnt plastic. It was disgusting. And then when I like exhaled, I just felt like I don't know how to explain it. I don't know if I couldn't really feel much of it, but so I did that, just like the one like hoot of it. Because there wasn't much left.
Obviously, that is very concerning that all happened. Okay, I don't know what else to say about it than that. Like, I suppose, you know, people have been contemplating whether or not Chantal's telling the truth or not. I have no reason to believe that she's lying about it, right? Like I just don't. I think like you could get nitpicky and see if things are lining up, but like if there are points of her story that are off, I mean like literally if she was doing all of these things, it would make sense that she doesn't remember all of the facts. If she is lying to get views, I think that says just as much about her as anything, you know? So I would like to believe that people wouldn't lie about something serious like this. And I also want to say that in discussing this, I also don't want to shame her or other people who have used these substances. And more so just want to encourage people that have experience with this and like getting the help they need if they haven't already. You know, I am from a small town where people are impacted by stuff like this all the time, and I have seen like what it can do to people. I don't think less of those people because I believe that addiction is a disease. And so I guess all I'm saying is like I don't judge her for making these choices. I just hope that she gets the help that she needs regarding it. The thing that I am more skeptical about and the thing that I have a lot of questions about and I'm concerned about is that she makes a lot of excuses for Coca-Cola Man and all of this. Multiple times in this live stream, she says that he's not the reason that she took them, that he didn't want her to take them, and that the use of these substances are not the reason that she opted to end things with him.
And it wasn't him because he told me like I'll be mad if you do it. And I was just like, well, I mean, I wanted to try. So, no, because I know you guys won't believe me, but he really isn't a druggie. He can get stuff, but he's kind of like me, only like really does it, like he's not addicted or anything like that. Like, that's not why I decided to end things with him. It was just he felt he felt really, really bad that he let me take that when he saw how sick I was. Like, he actually cried. Like, I'm not joking.
However, on top of all of that, she does talk about how he taught her how to take it.
I think, yeah, I had like way too much of it. I did like you wrap it in like a piece of tissue or something. He's like, have this. It was like a little bit. And he's like, this will be enough for you. You haven't done it before. It's like, it'll just make you feel like if I touch you, you'll be.
And she also says that even after she spent time with her friend Molly, that he asked her if she wanted to do math.
So that was my bad night of trying. Like, I was really bad. I don't know why I did everything. I think it's because I was feeling good from the Molly, and whenever he's like, do you want to try this? And I was just like, oh yeah.
So, like, these things aren't adding up. And like I said, it would make sense that not all parts of her story are adding up if she was doing all of these things all at once. But it does seem like she's trying to defend this guy, and that's what's concerning to me, because in one of the now deleted lives, she talks about how she did block him on everything and how she doesn't want to have any more interaction. And at the same time, she also is like, wow, I really miss him. I feel bad about how things ended. I wish I could talk to him. And it's just concerning to me that she's going to find herself back in this space with him. And it's clearly not a productive place, a good place. It's, in fact, quite a concerning place, in my opinion, that I would not want her to go back and do this again. Chantal also talks a lot about the severity of how this impacted her health and her body.
I didn't realize I could have died or overdosed. Like, I think I almost did, like, for real. And then I was like, this is awesome feeling. And then all of a sudden I was just like I was sweating. And then oh man, I threw up for 2 days, just dry heaving, threw up. And then it was like I couldn't stop moving. It was bad. It was bad. Bad. And I thought I was like dying because like it made my pee smell really bad. And it was like orange. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm dying. Yeah, I feel like I lost a lot of weight in those few days because oh man, I wasn't feeling good. I was throwing up. I wasn't eating. I was having sex and just beezing. And I'm just like, I need to go home. I need to go home. Oh my God, I need to go home.
And that's why this is like particularly difficult for me to talk about as well. Like, last summer, almost a year ago now at this point, had made a decision that I wasn't going to react to Chantal or Amberlynn, and then ultimately realized that like it wasn't reacting to them that I had the problem with. It was when it came to things regarding their health and well-being. And I started this whole Tinder moments like saga because I was genuinely entertained by Chantal's Tinder escapades, okay? I like to follow people talk about the romance, and for all intents and purposes, she was putting herself at risk in many ways, but it was never at this level of just like seriousness, because now not only am I concerned about like all of the pandemic related issues and things like that, like now we're talking about where she is saying she was overdosing and things like that, or she was close to overdosing. And for me, I'm just like, I can't I can't, after this, I can't go further when it comes to her talking about the way that she is using substances. It's just not something I personally want to do, and is not what I signed up for when we originally were just talking about her getting groped in a car for 5 minutes, okay? Like, the story has taken a severe twist, okay? And I guess I don't know, maybe I should have stopped after the original Coca-Cola entered the chat. But here we are, and I'm telling y'all right now that I've reached my limit when it comes to this particular story, right? Like, I'm getting off the train. If y'all keep riding this particular train, go for it. And that's not to say that I'm never gonna do Chantal videos ever again. I honestly hope she just stops talking about the substance related content, okay? I just hope she moves away from that, and I would be happy to continue doing content. But if she's gonna do more of this, like, that's not it. I mean, literally, she's done like 2 or 3 other live streams since this one in particular, and she's like high as a kite on edibles, right? Which first of all, edibles are way different than the types of substances we're talking about with Coca-Cola Man, okay? Like, I know plenty of people who don't have any kind of issues with those kinds of things, right? They're not doing the same kinds of things to her body. Okay, those, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, even in those, it was so concerning because she just looked miserable despite being high as a kite on edibles. And I just can't do all of that, okay? So this is the end of the road for me when it comes to this storyline. I contemplated if I even wanted to do this video, but I know so many of you wanted my thoughts and opinions on what happened. And at the end of the day, my thoughts and opinions are, I hope she gets well. I hope she starts feeling better. I hope she goes and gets tested so she knows what tested for all the things, COVID and others, okay? I hope she gets all of those. I hope she's fine and well and healthy. But yeah, this is it for me. This is it. So, I hope that you found this video helpful, enlightening. I hope you got all of the things you needed to get out of it from me. I'm looking forward to taking a break from Chantal, and I hope you all will join me in that if you want to, because, you know, I think it's also important for us to take care of ourselves as well. If this is your first video on my channel, I will go ahead and leave a playlist to all of the Tinder moments related videos so you can see how we even got here to begin with. But also consider subscribing and hitting the bell button so you get notifications every single time I go live. Also, please leave a comment, hit like, click share, and follow me on all of my social media. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.